Wake up, goddammit.
I'm awake. What?
Those are the words of the immortal Petey Green.
Oh, wait. I thought it was Petey Wheatstraw.
No.
It's not the Devil's Son-in-Law.
No, not that's another movie. But don't think I didn't think of the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Petey Green.
Yeah, you have.
Some people say Petey Green was the meanest motherfucker the world had ever seen.
No, that's
still not the one. Huh?
No, that's from another Dolomite movie. That's
All right.
What was that guy's name? Something Green.
Derville Martin.
No, what was his name in the movie?
Oh, was it Willie Green, right?
Yeah, no, that's Willie Green from another Dolomite movie. Back from the first Dolomite. This is Petey Green.
Okay, all right. I guess the afro is throwing me off here. Now, tell me about this.
I know black people love the name Petey and Green.
Oh, this is about the guy with the afro, the DJ.
Well, shit, that could be anybody, right? That could be you.
Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. I remember now. Tim Meadows and the Ladies Man. Yeah. Wait. Is this like a sequel to that movie?
No, man. This is a true story, man. Maybe it'll help if I get more specific. This is Ralph Waldo Petey Green.
What boy? Ralph Waldo Petey Green.
Yeah. Or to be more specific, Ralph Waldo Petey Green Jr.
What?
Yeah, it's a real guy, man. Apparently now in the mid '60s, this ex-con got on the radio in D.C. and pretty much just swept the whole city up. He just got on the radio, told it like it was, said whatever was on his mind. How he didn't get arrested by the FCC for saying some of this stuff, I don't know.
And this is now Sharpton, right? Okay.
No.
Right, okay, I think I got it now.
No, Al Sharpton got a perm. Come on.
Okay, right. Okay, got it. Perm afro. Petey Green, DJ, Washington, D.C.
Yes.
60s. Say whatever was on his mind. He was the Howard Stern of his day.
He was the black Howard Stern of his day. Everybody thinks Howard Stern was the first one to do this. Apparently, Petey Green. In fact, if Petey Green had wanted to, according to this movie, if Petey Green had wanted to take it as far as he wanted to, he could have been a superstar. He probably would have been up there with Richard Pryor or something.
Really?
The way this movie, look, I don't know that much about the guy because I'm getting everything I know about this guy from the movie. And if you ask me, this movie's a little exaggerated, but it's a fascinating story. Now, Don Cheadle plays the title character, Petey Green. And as I said, Petey Green was an ex-con. In fact, the movie opens up with him in prison, and that's how he got his start. He was on the radio. He did like a little DJing in prison.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and one of the guys who was in prison with him had a brother who was or still is, I think today, worked. Well, I mean, at the time there was this guy that would come into the jail to visit one of the guys.
One of the inmates.
Yeah, let me change.
Okay.
Now, at the time that Petey was in jail, there was another guy he was in jail with, one of the inmates, and his brother would come in.
Yeah.
This guy was his brother, named Dewey Hughes, happened to be a program director at this radio station, WOL, in D.C.
Okay.
And so this inmate was like, hey, dude, this guy I was telling you about. You need to hire this guy. And, of course, Dewey Hughes is like, why, sir, you're a miscreant. And the dude is black, by the way. So
was it Roscoe Lee Brown in this role?
It's funny because, okay, now the guy that's playing Dewey Hughes is Chiwetel Ejiofor. And everybody's like, what you say?
I know who you're talking about. Is that how you pronounce his name?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Chiwetel Ejiofor. In case you people don't know who Chiwetel Ejiofor is, he was Victor Sweet in Four Brothers, the villain. He was also the guy getting married to fine as Keira Knightley in Love Actually.
Right. He was the bad guy in Serenity.
In Serenity, yeah. This guy's getting a ton of work.
And he was a drag queen in what was that? Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing, and he was also recently seen with Denzel Washington in Inside Man.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So this guy's getting a ton of work, man.
Yeah.
And so he plays Dewey Hughes, and at first he comes across as kind of like a stuck up black dude.
Well, he's British though, right?
Like a bougie black dude. If you wanted to, a bourgeois.
Okay.
Or bourgeois, we say bougie.
Yeah, bougie, yeah.
But
he's got bougie fever.
Yeah. Where you get that from,
the
man?
PJs.
Okay. Well, he's this business he's this very professional black man and carries himself as so. So of course he doesn't want to have anything to do with the underlings in prison. But Petey Green is says, hey man, look, you can call me whatever, but I'm good on the radio. When I get out, you're gonna give me a job. And Dewey Hughes is like, okay, whatever. And sure enough, Petey Green gets out early in an amusing way I won't go into, but he gets out kind of early, goes to the radio station and pretty much demands that he gets a job. And he does not give up until he's on the radio. This guy, if nothing else, is talented because of his persistence.
Okay.
He pretty much has people riding outside the radio station. He gets everybody riled up. So Dewey,
so he's sort of like Spike Lee too.
In what way?
Spike Lee is persistent. When he had no money, the way he got people in his movies, he would get big stars. He would just call them all the time and never let up. Till later it was just like, okay, fine, damn Spike, I'll be in your movie. Shit, leave me alone.
Okay, yeah, this guy was like that. He was just persistent until this dude, Dewey Hughes, said, look, meet me at this place and we'll talk about it. Dewey Hughes comes there, shows him that he's kind of a real brother. You know, he is from the projects, beats him in a game of pool and says, okay, you know, I just want to prove myself to you. I see you're not going to give up. And from that point on, not only do these guys form a business relationship, but they pretty much become best friends.
Cool.
And Petey Green pretty much just, at that moment, just kind of recreates a different sort of style for DC radio.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much just speaking his mind and people responding to it. As I said, this guy would have been as big as Howard Stern at that time had he carried it on. The only thing is, he didn't want to be that big.
Really?
Yeah. There's a great scene with him. Well, I don't want to ruin anything, but you get uneasy some of the things that are offered to him,
yeah,
which would just rocket him to the top, and what he does to screw it up.
Oh wow!
It makes you nervous to see this.
Oh, dude, that sounds like my kind of movie. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, you see him about to do things, and his girlfriend's telling him, "Look, I know this man. He doesn't want this. He's doing this because you want it, and he's gonna mess it up." And now I'm sitting up here telling you about this movie like it's really great. I don't know if it's great. It is good. It is really good. There are just moments where it seems a little bit too over the top.
Okay.
And when I say over the top, I mean there are certain things that are done just to make the narrative a little more exciting. And you can tell that that's not how things really went down.
Okay. All right. So it's based on a true story, but kind of take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly. I'm sure that there are a lot of things that it follows an accurate timeline.
Yeah.
But as far as some of the events that happen, incidents, I don't think that I don't buy it myself.
And you know, it's a slippery slope. It's like you want to be accurate because people are watching. It's like, okay, you say like, hey, you aren't supposed to watch movies for history, but let's get real. Nobody reads books anymore. I mean, people get their history from movies. At the same time, you got to stay entertaining. And real life ain't always entertaining.
Yeah, no, I can understand why they did it. I mean, they had to make it cool. And they had to, and it isn't, I mean, the movie's only 2 hours long, so I'm sure there's a lot of stuff they had to condense. And
you know, that's funny because only in a summer like the one we've just had, where everything is big, crazy, dumb, and 2.5, almost 3 hours long, you can say this movie's only 2 hours long. and that's a relief. You're like, oh, good. As a matter of fact, with the way the summer's been, just saying that it's good, not even saying it's great, but just saying it's good is enough to make me go like, oh, really? Well, I want to see this real bad.
No, it definitely is something that people should see. It's just, as I said, I just didn't find some things convincing, including the makeup. As these people get older, now we've seen some movies. Giant is one of my favorite movies. Uh-huh. That movie was made back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that movie's over almost 50 years old.
Yeah.
And the makeup in that is incredible. You believe these people age.
Yeah.
In this movie, to show people aging is just putting on a different wig and gluing some hair on your face.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you don't buy it.
We saw another movie like that this year, and I can't think of what it was, where we were just laughing about the fact that the characters are supposed to get older, but older seem to be just spraying them with a little bit of gray, and otherwise they look exactly the same.
No, that's this movie, man. In fact, these beards and sideburns are so trimmed, you know that they're glued on.
You can see the string tied in the back.
Yeah, you're thinking like exactly.
Like there's a little bow on the back of his head.
Yeah, like those pirate beards that you get. Like there's a string tying it on. You know, it ain't that bad, but it does look like somebody just ran down to the costume shop because they had to shoot real quick. Give me that Elmer's glue over there and just paste that shit on his face. It's but the thing that is the saving grace of this movie is that it is very entertaining, and the performances are really good.
Hey man, it's Don Cheadle. I mean, you can't go wrong with Don Cheadle.
Yeah, at first Don Cheadle came across like a white person acting black because it was just so much attitude and blackness in his performance. But after a while, it just seemed natural. And Don Cheadle, man, as you said, guy's amazing.
Yeah.
This guy Chiwetel Ejiofor, as I said, there's a reason why this guy is working as much as he is.
Right.
So, and who is that girl in Hustle and Flow, the pregnant kind of dumb girl?
Damn. I know you. Yeah, I can't remember her name. I know you're talking
Pop
about.
a picture up right here. We'll put a name up there because we can't remember, and it's gonna seem so sexist because I can't remember her name, but I do know that this girl is fine. And she's very good. I mean,
Yeah.
now in Hustle and Flow, she, like I said, she played kind of a slow character.
Right.
She's the opposite in this movie. She's very cocky, very sassy, got a lot of attitude.
Well, you remember her in Smoking Aces,
Yeah.
where
Yo,
she was a completely different character.
yeah,
There.
yeah, you're right. She's really good in this movie too. Overall, Martin Sheen is in this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Bernie Mac is in this movie. And Bernie Mac, now I'm sorry, damn, what am I talking about? Okay. I'm sorry. Now, the funny thing is that Cedric the Entertainer is in this movie.
Boop 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 boop. Oh, it's losing stars.
No, he's like in there for about 3 minutes. You know, he's supposed to be the entertainer, and
They shot a whole day's worth of footage with him, and then look back at the dailies and went, "Good Lord! All right, we got to put him in here for a cameo because his name is in the credits, but otherwise, I ain't never hiring this fat bastard again."
I mean, I like Cedric the Entertainer. It's just
Really?
sometimes, yeah, I do. I have nothing against him. In small doses like this, you can see how good the guy is.
Yeah.
It's just he's given some really bad comedies to be in, and he just doesn't know how to turn shit down, I don't think. I mean,
Okay.
seriously. But and also who else was in this? Oh, speaking of small amounts of time that people appear in this, Mike Epps is in this.
Oh, Mike Epps, yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, Mike Epps, he came onto the scene pretty much being a buffoon, but that guy is going to do well. He in this movie, he's not funny. He's not comedic.
Really?
No, he's not. It's in there for just a very small amount of time, but Mike Epps is going to be somebody to look for one day. I really believe that. I think he's going to get a chance to do something a little more serious. And everybody's going to, I ain't saying he's going to win an Academy Award or nothing.
He'll get to do something serious, like, deliver my mail.
Come on, man. See, why you got to be so down on these brothers, man?
Hey, man, I ain't down on brothers, on a whole, but Mike Epps,
Man, Petey Green is what he'd call you a house nigga, man.
that's why he's not big. That's why I got to ask you, who the hell is Petey Green?
Damn, good point. But what can I say to that? Anyway, I do give this movie full price, regardless of all the complaints that I have about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, it's just you got to go in and take it with a grain of salt. It is not anything to be taken too seriously, but it is very entertaining and very good performances.
It sounds like it's right up my alley. I can't wait to see it.
House nigga.
Oh, I'm causing that, huh?